Hey y'all, how y'all doing? It's Bree. I'm here with a story of how I quit my job. T. Alright, so we're gonna start from the very beginning. Back when I was a little peon. I went to West Georgia and I originally went for nursing. I failed a class because I was playing around in West Georgia. We all know it's a party school. I was partying. I was having the time of my life. So I switched to criminology when I failed one class because I did not want to retake the class and have to start all over. It wasn't gonna graduate in 4 years. I was focused on graduating in 4 years. So I switched to criminology. I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. I was never sure. But when it got closer to my graduation date, which was 2018, I started filling out applications to different police departments in Georgia. One specific police department, not one, a few of them reached back out, but one specific police department I applied to, I was like, I might as well go to this one, you know? So I got accepted to the police department in July 2018 and I enjoyed it for years. Like, I had the time of my life. I worked at nighttime when I first got there and it was tough. It was sometimes where I was scared, not gonna lie, and then I switched to a daytime and then I switched to the evening time, and I was on evening watch for like a long time, right? When I first got in, I had aspirations of, you know, joining SWAT, and I also wanted to be a detective. That was like one of the main reasons. The detective portion was one of the main reasons why I wanted to be a police officer. But none of those things happened. I tried out for the SWAT team and I didn't make it. It was like, you should come back. They thought I was gonna quit during the whole process, but I didn't quit. I finished it. I just didn't finish it in a good enough time. I went out for several detective positions and didn't get it. There were better, more qualified applicants, I guess, for the position. So I hung up those dreams and I was like, okay, I'm cool with being on the road, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that bad on the road. I can do what I want to, you know what I'm saying? I can move around how I want to. Ain't nobody really going down my neck about stuff. I get to come into work and don't know what I'm gonna get when I come into work. You know, it's like kind of a thrill. So I like that aspect, right? But when it got to like year 5.5, I was kind of like, all right, I'm not moving up, I'm not going anywhere. I was kind of stagnant, kind of frustrated, bored. So I tried to go out to another police department. Well, yeah, that didn't work out either. So I got even more frustrated and I was like, okay, so what do you want to do? Like, obviously you're frustrated, you don't want to be here anymore. So I talked to Jarrell about it and he was just like, you can't quit unless you find you another job or something else to do. Like, what you mean? So I was like, okay. I started looking for jobs and I was just like, you know, y'all ain't paying nothing out here. I was kind of frustrated with that too. Like, how do y'all work and don't get paid what y'all worth? Like, as a police officer, I got paid. I was living good. So I held that down. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go back to school for what I originally wanted to go to school for, which was nursing. So I looked around, not long, came across my college, not gonna say the college name. And I applied to the college, I got in, and I started taking my pre-nursing classes. I was going to school the whole time that I was still a police officer. Mind you, whole year I was going to school, taking classes and being a full-time police officer. That was tough. So I graduated with an associate's degree with my pre-nursing classes. Whoop whoop. I did that in June of 2025 because I like real tough. It was some days where lack of sleep, having to cram for studies, staying up, all types of stuff, but I made it through. All praise to God. Then I applied in June. I applied to nursing school and I got accepted into nursing school. And I knew it was gonna come a time where I was gonna have to quit, but I did not think it was gonna be this soon. So I got accepted to nursing school and I had clinicals, but they were on campus first. So policing at the department that I was with, I had to work 4 days and I was off for 3 consecutive days, right? So my classes kind of fell on those 3 consecutive days, so everything worked out for me for like the first couple months of school, of nursing school. So I was like, okay, I could do this. I was still working full-time and still getting my classes done. I passed all my classes. Then I went on to the next quarter, and it was like, you got class on this day, not this day, then you got class all day on these 2 days, and then you got clinicals this day. Y'all add that up, that's 4 days. But they were not like back to back. So it got to a point where it was just really hard for me to effectively go to school, learn. Like it was really hard for me. It was really hard for me. And it got to the point where it was like, okay, choose your career now or choose your dreams. And I've done a very great job in my career. Like I got people who could speak highly on me. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna go after our dream now. So I discussed it with my husband again. I was like, okay, this is where we at with it. You know, I'm having difficulty going to work and going to school. They're like clashing. It's not working out. And he was like, I knew it was gonna come a time. And you know, we're financially stable right now. So I went ahead and I put in my 2-week notice, with my final day being July the 21st, which was the day before my birthday. Who knew? Only me. A day before my birthday. So as it was coming down to it, like my supervisor stuff was like, no, don't leave. Is there anything we could do? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, I'm choosing my dreams. Like, baby, I'm going after my dream. It's nothing that y'all can do to keep me here. So I quit. I really quit my job after 7 years, and I'm still like kind of shocked about it because I'm so used to going to work. I've been working since I went to high school. I lied. I mean, I've been working since I went to college, not high school. I've been working since I went to college. So for me, this is something new. But I plan on taking y'all with me. It has been a couple days since I've quit. Okay, we're not gonna worry about that. We just gonna move forward. So I'm gonna take y'all with me on these next couple of days, weeks, however long it may be, that I am without a job. It's gonna be a little series called Stay-at-Home Wife Student Edition. So if y'all really interested, stay tuned. I don't know how often these videos gonna come out, but they're gonna come out when they come out, and you just watch the video. How about that? I mean, because I'm just doing this for fun. I'm not doing this for the coin. But yeah, that's the job. That's the basis of me quitting my job. Yeah, just stay tuned. Like, comment, and subscribe.